Good morning, everybody. Monday, SS Live breaking news special this morning. I'm joined by Jeff Pontius in a couple seconds. He's the president and CEO of Corvus Gold. They had some exciting news this morning to talk about. But before we do that, please make sure to follow us on YouTube, follow us on Twitter. Make sure to hit the subscribe button and the alert button. That way you get notified when we go live on your phones, on your computers, so you can follow us with our freshest content here. Now, let me switch over to Mr. Jeff Pontius, president and CEO of Corvus Gold. Jeff, how are you doing this morning?
Good. Things are well.
Oh, you put out some news. You're uplisting to the Nasdaq from the OTC QB or QX.
Yeah.
I think it's a QX uplisting to the Nasdaq. So give us an update. What does that mean for the company? Like what and where were the steps you guys had to take to get there?
Well, it's a somewhat complicated process. You have to qualify financially. You have to be in a U.S. company listing. Then you have to have full SOX compliance and all the rest of the regulatory stuff. So it took us a while to get all those things in order. You have to have enough cash and all the rest of it. So it's been an involved process, but it's great. I mean, we're on the second largest stock exchange in the world. We're there with 6 other gold companies. I mean, some of them, many of the listeners know, Royal Gold, Pan American Silver, some great companies. And it really gives Corvus that exposure to the U.S. market where large funds and retail investors can easily invest in Corvus. It's a very simple purchase and sale operation through the Nasdaq. So it's been great for our investors to give them a lot more liquidity in the market. And it really is a testimony to the quality of Corvus Gold as a company, I think, to get that Nasdaq listing. And so it's been very, very good for us. And, we worked hard at getting it.
You said more ease of access as well for the shareholders, but also it means, aren't you Robinhood eligible now?
I suppose we're Robinhood eligible, yeah, for sure. So, I look at it historically as, the prior company I had before Corvus was International Tower Hill Mines back in the last bull gold market we had in 08 to 12. We got a listing on NYSE, another senior exchange in the U.S., and liquidity went up dramatically then, and share price followed that liquidity up. And so our shareholders were able to reap a great reward from that uplisting to a senior U.S. market. Our assets are in the U.S. We're going to develop a mine in the U.S., so it really is the right market for us to be on. We're keeping that listing for sure on the Toronto Exchange, senior exchange there in Canada, and it's great. Our symbol, KOR, in Canada is the same symbol as the U.S., and that was a great thing as well. So it's easy for the investor to follow the stock, and I think in this bull gold market we're in now, it really is going to be great for Corvus because it opens us up to a real wide variety of investors and that huge pool of money that's down here in the U.S. that's available and looking to de-risk a broader market that looks shaky right now, and gold is the preferred de-risk mechanism they have right now. So Corvus has a great audience right now, I think, and it should build over the next few months, and we should see our liquidity go up dramatically for our shareholders.
Yeah, no, you mentioned beforehand as well, like more and more funds are now eligible to invest as well. They couldn't invest into the OTC listing, but now a Nasdaq listing changes that. Are you already seeing some inquiries there?
Yeah, I think Corvus already has a large institutional investor base with the Tocqueville or the Sprott Gold Fund Group. Van Eck as a large investor. We see Franklin Templeton, Merck, a few of these big U.S. type investing groups. And I think we're going to see a lot more. When we did this with ITH, we got a lot more institutional investment because all of a sudden now Corvus is an easy in, easy out investment for them, and they can look at actually coming in and participating in the market. So that's going to be great, I think, for us.
Perfect. As a last question on the Nasdaq listing, run us through the timeline real quick. When are you going to list up there?
We're going to uplist and start trading on the 12th, which is Wednesday of this week. So we're going through all the process of getting that ready to go with the market maker and so forth. So we'll be trading first thing Wednesday morning. So Corvus will be out there on the Nasdaq. So
Fantastic.
that'll be exciting.
No, good luck on that. It's going to be exciting to see. I'm curious to see what the volume uptick is going to be, if any. But with 2045 gold, I'm sure we'll see some. So I'm not too worried about that.
Yeah,
right. Let's briefly talk about Nevada and what's going on in the area. AngloGold Ashanti, your next door neighbor, recently changed CEOs, and obviously, like for us, it's always been the logical buyout partner, and that's not a secret. How does that change your strategy, or how does it change your relationship to Anglo on the ground for you?
Well, I don't think it really changes anything with us. Both myself and Ron Largent, who have worked for Anglo in the past for quite a while, have a lot of relationships throughout the company, certainly beyond Kelvin. And so I think it's business as usual for us. We have seen an interesting increase in inquiries since that announcement was made from other production companies that, are now wondering if there's an opportunity to get involved in the Bullfrog Mining District, not only through Corvus, but maybe Anglo's property might be available. I mean, it's an interesting property. We don't know much about it, as Anglo has not disclosed any information from their drilling on the project. But I think it's going to be pretty exciting, the development in the district. And with Anglo kind of in flux maybe a little bit now, it's kind of getting interest from other third parties that we didn't expect in the past. And I think not only Anglo, but there are certainly other groups that probably be involved in trying to look at how this district could develop and turn into a major mining center.
Fantastic. Jeff, thanks for joining us this morning for this breaking news special. Good luck on Wednesday with the listing.
Great.
And we'll talk again very soon.
All right. Thanks, Guy.